All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 outbound tactics that helped me scale my agency to over 300,000 Great British pounds in just the past 12 months alone. This is our Stripe account for my agency. My agency is called Upmatch. If you don't know what Upmatch does, what we basically do is we support agencies and freelancers, and we help them grow and get more clients using Upwork.com. So on Upwork.com, there are contracts posted every day of people looking for all different types of services. And we help our clients bid on the right contracts, and we take care of the bidding for them. And we basically connect them with their ideal prospects. So we help them get more clients. And as you can see, that agency has generated me 300,000 Great British pounds. But how did I get enough meetings with prospects to be able to close this much? Well, I'm going to show you. The first and most effective is Meta ads, Meta paid advertising. In the past 12 months, this one campaign has generated me 2,921 sales calls with qualified prospects. And I say qualified because there's a reason why they're qualified. There's a step in the process where I filter out people that aren't qualified. I'm going to show you how I do that. But the most important metric is right here. It's the cost per appointment. How much it costs me to get one qualified lead booked in with us on a sales call. And the answer is 37 Great British pounds with this campaign. And that is very, very, very effective. So if I go on this campaign, I'll show you an example of an ad. This is one of my ads where I basically guarantee 15 clients in 90 days or they don't pay. We have a money back guarantee offer, and so I'm kind of promoting that in the ads. I talk a little bit about Upwork and talk about how, in my experience, I used it for 2 years and grew my agency. I personally made $100,000 in my first 6 months on the platform of Upwork, so I mention that in the ads and leverage that because it's a true case study. I am the case study of what we do at Upmatch. And so these ads get attention and drive traffic to this website. When people are on this website, they then can watch the video sales letter, which gives a bit more information about Upmatch, what it is we do. It gives them a bit more insight. And now at this point, by the end of watching this VSL, they should be very interested and eager to speak with our team. And so they come down to step 2 and they book in a call with us. And this is where we qualify people, right? Because when they try and book in, we ask a bunch of information. Are you a freelancer, agency owner? Have you ever used Upwork before? What do you sell? What is your current monthly revenue? If it's under $1,000 a month, do not book. What is your target monthly revenue? What's stopping you from hitting your monthly revenue? So we filter out people that, number 1, aren't serious because usually they won't fill out this form. And number 2, people who answer questions that don't match what we're looking for, we cancel the calls. I have on our team an appointment setter called Ellie. And what Ellie basically does is calls all the prospects that books in to speak with us. And she basically cancels calls that aren't qualified. And here's the organizational structure. Ellie is taking this role. So we have multiple salespeople. We have a sales manager. We have a setter who is Ellie. And this is the fulfillment side, which I'll get into shortly. But Ellie basically calls all these leads that book in with us as they book in. Say, hey, I see that you booked in to speak with us tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. And on that call, Ellie understands, obviously, the kind of ideal customers and prospects that we want to speak to. And if they don't match the criteria, then she will cancel the call. So that way, what we end up with is a calendar filled with only qualified prospects. We're filtering out people who aren't qualified. And so Facebook ads is a massive, massive acquisition channel for us, and it's very effective. So that is the first one. The second one is YouTube. And that's what you're watching me on right now. My YouTube channel, ali.shikachi. And what I basically do is share content about Upwork. I talk about building my agency. I talk about why Upwork is a powerful acquisition channel. I have a full A to Z Upwork course where I teach people, how to start an Upwork account and how to get your first couple of clients. And what this does is it garnishes a small audience, not large. You can see I'm getting very small views. It garnishes a small audience of people who are interested in growing on Upwork, who are trying to get more clients. And through that, builds me, number 1, more credibility, because you can see the content I'm making. Clearly, I know something about the subject because I've been doing it for so long. And if you watch the content, then that will be somewhat transparent. And number 2, it is a funnel to have people book in. So you'll see at the bottom of this video, I will put the link to upmatch.io. I don't jam it down anybody's throat, but it's there if you would like to speak with me or my team. And a lot of people booking calls just from the YouTube, right? And the people that come in through the YouTube tend to be a lot more warm as prospects because they've watched me, talk about this subject for quite some time. They know who I am, and they go into the sales call kind of already knowing what Ali is and what the agency does. So they tend to be more warmer than Facebook ads. But this is a very, very powerful acquisition tool. And I personally approach Facebook with a very strict routine. Every 6 days, I must post a video no matter what. I pick the topic that I want to talk about and I record the video. And when I started YouTube, I would script and plan everything. And now I don't do that. I just know the topic, I press record and I just talk as if I'm talking to a friend in the same room as me. And I find that a lot easier to ongoingly produce content over long periods of time. So as you can see on my channel, there hasn't been a single day where I haven't missed an upload. Every single sixth day, a new video gets posted. And the great thing with doing this is it fits into the third acquisition channel, which is Instagram. The great thing about Instagram is, to simplify the process, instead of making more content just for Instagram, what you can do is you can take your long form footage and have an editor cut it up and you can post that on Instagram. That way you're only making one video every 6 days, long form video, talking about whatever topic you want around your niche. And then you can have an editor chop it up, edit it, and then you have content that you can post on Instagram for extra exposure on a completely different platform. Now, people can also do this with TikTok, but I personally don't do that. And Instagram brings in a lot of DMs. Not only does it do that, but by posting organically on Instagram, I get more credibility because when people see my ads, then they check out the channel and they say, okay, this person is active. So when you compile it, all these three that I'm doing supplement each other and it builds one ecosystem where the Facebook ads, the Instagram organic posting, and the YouTube all supplement each other. As I post on YouTube, I'm able to post on Instagram because I clip it up. And when I post on Instagram, it helps the ads, the paid ads perform better because I have more credibility. People can see my Instagram account when I'm running the ads. And so all three of them is exactly how we basically get our calendar filled. Right now, I have 5 sales guys on my team, and I would say we book about 70 to 75% of our entire capacity of availability across the sales team, and all of which come through those 3 acquisition channels. Now, these 3 apply to my agency and my offer, but it doesn't mean these are the only 3 that can be effective for you. These are 3 that have been very effective for me. But what I can tell you, if you're completely new and you're offering somewhat of a generic service, let's say you're a front-end UI UX developer, for example. I'll actually show you one of my clients that does this. If you're a front-end UX UI developer, this is one of my clients, Mohammed, who does the same thing. Upwork could be a great acquisition channel for you because you're offering a very, very, not generic service per se, but a service that would apply, that a lot of people are looking for. It's not super specific. And so if it's not super specific, you can go on Upwork, make yourself a profile around your skill, and you can acquire jobs for quite hefty amounts. You can see here, Mohammed has closed the client here for $3,700. Closed the client here for $600, $673, $1,600, all for one specific service that has performed very, very well on Upwork. So Upwork is a very good acquisition channel, in my opinion, when you're completely new. It was my first ever acquisition channel when I started my first agency that offered meta ads management services. And I got the majority of my clients for that agency through Upwork. So Upwork can be a very powerful tool depending on the service you're offering. So as a bonus, I'm giving you Upwork as the 4th. If you're completely new and you want to get to your first $10,000 a month, Upwork is probably the easiest acquisition channel with the lowest barriers to entry, with the warmest leads. But if you want to then scale to $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month, then you need to expand outside of Upwork. And so I hope this video was useful. I honestly make this video just to showcase, number one, the journey of building my agency Upmatch and talking about the insight I have into Upwork because I was freelancing on Upwork for quite some time. And also to help as many people as I can. So if you have any questions, any type of content that you want to see, feel free to comment it down below and I'll make sure to make a video to help you guys